we had our listeners send in, we did a little call out on our social media, Instagram.com/sadboys, don't search for it, to hear from you about horrible shopping stories, because 'tis the season for shopping. We do be shopping.
Santa do be shopping.
And I also have had my own shopping horror stories.
Yes.
Recently, one of which was me trying to buy, maybe it was magic cards, maybe it was related to not being able to get into the Marvel drop for the secret layer because people were skipping the line with bots.
Maybe it was.
Yeah, maybe they were skipping the line with bots and then bulk buying and completely circumventing a system that's meant for fairness because of their own greed.
You're saying maybe it was this.
Maybe it was that. So maybe I purchased a buy it now for the Marvel bundle, and I sorted by the lowest cost because I am economically minded while I'm spending hundreds of dollars on magic cards.
Of course. In theory, again,
This is hypothetical. So, and then perhaps hypothetically, just for the sake of the argument, I bought this, I did the buy it now, and then I got a message right after saying, hey, they literally sent me a message that said, hey, I want to say thank you for the order, but unfortunately I have to cancel it because I made a mistake with the listing and I've got to relist it, but it'll still be available so you can buy it again. They relisted it for $100 more.
They made a mistake.
Because they realized that they misread the market and they were like, I can't make good on this. I can't make good on this sale. Instead, I have to hike the price up because I got to get my extra money. I can't fuck this guy.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Give me that actually.
So maybe that happened.
But
like just as like a
leave your guesses in the comments. The answer is yes.
This seems like a common thing because other people have posted that they're like, oh, sorry, I didn't expect for this to sell so low. I got to cancel the okay, here's.
I have a story. Longtime listener, regular fan.
Not a special fan.
Not a special fan, just regular old fan. My mom loves Halloween. She prepares year-round, decorated every end so she can make it really fun for the community and the kids, decorates for neighbors, etc. But since she's always doing more, always making it bigger, etc., I'm tasked to be on Facebook Marketplace, just tracking things down for her, be that props, skeletons, mannequins, you name it. Last month, I saw a listing of a man selling 2 male mannequins because he kept hiding them around his house. And his wife said, you either sell them or get rid of them or I'll be gone.
Jesus.
Imagine mannequins are the biggest problem in your relationship.
That's great.
Get rid of the mannequins first.
I mean, also, you basically presented every option, like either or burn them or put them in space or
hide them 6 feet underground.
Hide them better. I wonder if he was hiding them to scare her or just hates mannequins, but he wanted to keep it.
Yeah, I wonder why he was holding on to them so strong.
Maybe he was in love with the mannequins.
Oh my God, like the movie Mannequin, it was actually a real person that got magically transformed into a mannequin.
Or like the Disney Channel. No, it wasn't a Disney Channel movie. It was a Disney. It wasn't. It was licensed by Disney. Life Size with Tyra Banks.
Yes, exactly.
Or the Santa Claus 3. Look at this claws.
You want to know how I got these claws?
I killed Santa with a gun.
We should look at the listing and then come back to...
Yeah, let's look at the listing.
Okay.
Whoa! Scary. Luigi?
Divorce?
Divorce sale looks like these 2 mannequins got divorced.
I can't believe they're breaking up.
Oh my God. They were my favorite couple.
One of them's a little underdressed, I will say.
Did I take it too far when I put Todd and Fabian outside my wife's shower? Dude, it's Halloween.
That's pretty cool.
Okay. So his wife is like, either sell the mannequins and I'm out. And he's like, I'm going to write a quippy Facebook Marketplace listing.
Don't have fun.
I thought it was funny, but the old lady's heart had enough of my hilarity. So she says, either those creepy bastards go or you go. I'm now starting to feel like this is a fiction, but whatever. After a few weeks of considering her offer, I concluded that I enjoy her cooking. Okay, buddy.
Right.
More than I like sleeping in my car. Okay, buddy. It's all just the greatest hits of...
Did my stepdad write this?
Yeah, it's all the greatest hits of women be shopping.
Yeah.
I'm the old ball and chain.
I decided to like my mannequins more than gone fishing forever.
Yeah, it's happy wife, happy life. Todd and Fabian come with a relatively unblemished criminal record.
This guy's fun, dude.
Full disclosure, Fabian is due in court after the holidays to defend an invasion of privacy charge. It really shouldn't. This is Jesus Christ, man.
Loves having fun.
He's having so much fun. It really shouldn't be a problem though, because he was wearing Todd's arms on the date of the alleged crime. This is so wild. They are having a fucking ball.
They're having so
I don't even know if they're selling the mannequins for real.
This guy got a little lost in the fun here. I think maybe half a paragraph is dedicated to the product.
Yeah, where he goes, real talk, I'm willing to part for these at a lower than my expected cost because I do need to get rid of them quickly. My wife is very upset.
But Fabian loves Disney movies.
His lawyer is slick as snot, so don't let that deter you from torturing your friends and neighbors. I've got $5,006.89 invested in these guys. They've been worth every penny. And they can be yours for the low cost of $3,000. By the way, cross that $1,500, please.
my man.
What's going on? He never daps me up. He's always tricking me, this guy. Leave me hanging again, huh?
I'll be honest, there were red flags already in the listing, but it was close to where I live now and a good buy. So this is a good price. And my dad built a sinking pirate ship half for my mom this year. They are so in. Damn, this is crazy.
That's sick.
But a skeleton on Captain was not reading in the dark. I figured a mannequin would just be more visible. This is so... And they're investing this much money in this?
That's
Respect.
bananas.
What? That's incredible.
Can you imagine if I turned up to your house and I'm like, hey, buddy, I love you, man. I got you this. And it's a 1-to-1 scale, half a pirate ship. And like, you have to install this.
But I was asking different things like, can I see their height? How old are they? Do you know where they came from? And he wouldn't give full answers unless it was about them as if they were friends.
Oh, come on, mate. Okay, wait. Now I think because the way it was initially presented as like, it's a older dude who's married. And then we started seeing like him say silly stuff. I immediately keyed into like, I was like a suburban like white guy. Like I'm seeing something, but now I'm just, for the sake of perspective, much like will happen to him, divorcing myself from that vision. And I'm like, what if this is...
It sounds like he upset a witch and she cursed him to live inside of a dad joke for the rest of his life. I love my mom and all, but there was some point where I was like, what am I doing as a 25-year-old woman in the back of a parking lot, even entertaining this random older man I don't know, letting him tell me about the crimes and lifestyles his mannequins have lived?
That's actually a very good question, and I would ask the same.
Yeah, I would get so weirded out by that.
Yeah.
I feel like he would text me for updates. He'd be like, hey, how are Todd and Fabian doing?
How'd the court
Getting
case?
up to, how'd the court case go? Getting up to any new crimes?
I'm just playing around. Seriously, put them on the phone. Show me,
Hey,
show me evidence.
Fabian's lawyer told me he didn't show up for his court date. What are you doing?
Fabian's parole officer is trying to get in contact.
They turn on the TV and it's like, local child killer Fabian is
and then all of a sudden he's behind you.
Hey, what are you watching?
So the wife is out of town this weekend. I was thinking maybe you could load up Todd and Fabian in the pickup and we could go paint the town.
That's funny, man.
Have a little
There's a joke,
night.
Have a little boys' night.
No, we really like
and
literally.
then it's let me tell you about my best friend. He's on a roller coaster with
They're
like
playing
the two
skee-ball.
mannequins. Yeah,
They're on like a road trip and there's police lights behind them. Pull over.
He's gesturing to him like you haven't eaten any of your salad.
He's doing a beer bong. They're cheering him on.
Yeah.
Dude, a sequence where they're changing outfits, but they can't do it by themselves, so they just keep opening the curtain and it's the same outfit.
It's like, he's consulting with Todd while Fabian's just like in a new shirt.
Slightly different.
I do decide, okay, everything here is pointing towards me getting kidnapped. Real. And him driving off with me. I even panicked as far as to assume I may be his next mannequin. They are realistic.
Oh, yeah.
It's a real Android 17 and 18 situation. After he commented on how beautiful my hair was, brother, if you are gonna be a jokey dad joke McJoker pants, you gotta stay whimsical.
Yeah,
you gotta stay whimsical. You cannot cross into, by the way, you're hot as hell. Anyway.
I could, by the way, in a lot of cases, saying fix.
Yeah.
Scary. Really quite scary. I could make it so you never have to worry about your hair ever again.
On one condition. You will have to make a joke about everything you say. And it won't be funny.
And it won't land.
It will never land. No relation to Neverland.
My bad.
Michael Jackson thing. That was
That's
just really
yuck, you know?
What are the odds? I mean,
I mean, and hey, I'm a weirdo.
Yeah, and I'm sure he did have mannequins there, but this is no relation.
We shouldn't get into this.
We
I
should.
feel like.
Honestly, I have a few other clients I have to get to. One of them is missing his parole hearing.
Anyway, what if they robbed a bank or something? Anyway, let's riff it out.
Anyway, this guy's going to kill.
I read ahead a little bit, and this gets crazier.
Okay, it gets crazier. All right.
Fabian killed someone.
But as I'm plotting an escape from the interaction, he goes, I got to turn my truck on to get them out since they were still laying in the back, buckled in for safety. Jesus Christ. I guess that does make sense.
I guess safety of the other drivers.
Yeah,
on the
like you
road.
don't want to like hit a stoplight real hard and then they go flying through the windshield.
That feels
they
like-
torpedo into someone's chest like Goku did Piccolo. Sorry, I'm doing a lot of Dragon Ball references today.
Hits him with a leave my daddy alone.
Yeah, hits him with the Gohan Raditz. He gets in his car and just floors it.
Huh?
Driving away, flipping me. He's like, ha, never gonna catch me, coppers.
Todd and Fabian are mine forever.
Gosh, I hope his wife leaves.
Todd and Fabian are in the back, and you hear a deep voice going, yes. All according to our plan.
Their eyes glowing.
Show this child who's boss.
I stood there for a second and then decided to move my car and sit. And I didn't know what happened, so I called my mom.
I'm driving 1,000 miles an hour away.
I'm like, I'm worried for everyone this man interacts with.
Fabian.
Todd.
That's it.
I guess his wife also, but mostly Fabian and Todd.
Honestly, imagine you live with a guy who's doing all his annoying shit and then also extremely scary, strange shit like this. And you're like, that's it. Please sell the mannequins, as opposed to that's it. I'd get away from me forever.
Why
I'm
wouldn't
afraid.
you run away in the night?
Well, she's trying to come up with reasons to get divorced.
I
He's like,
think she should just.
You
Wait,
should
they
sell the
cut to, like,
mannequins.
They cut to a news at 11. A white Ford truck
Oh no!
is on the highway.
The date appears
He has two mannequins in the back seat.
wearing a one
No
glove.
wonder why Fabian is wanted and has a court date coming up. He's got a bad influence like this guy.
Yeah.
He's a symbiote.
Our best thing we can guess happened is that the wife wants him to sell these mannequins he's friends with. And he agreed to meet with people and stays long enough to be able to go home and say he tried. But he had no social skills, so maybe they aren't really his friends. That's a read right there. Like, even these mannequins aren't your friends, you stupid guy.
Oh,
It
they're
was
always making fun of
Todd
him.
and Fabian were pressed up against the windows,
Yeah.
like, please.
Help us. We were people with lives.
He stole our hair too.
We were twin brothers.
I used to have clothes.